TEW 2016, the branding solution. We are here on Monday Night Raw, fresh off the back of Backlash, where all the major titles were actually retained, and we have the fallout leading up to Money in the Bank within 2 weeks. So we're going to have, it's actually quite a long show. We've got nearly a 3-hour show, but because we're trying to get the Intercontinental tournament down to near the final, we have a few pre-show matches which have more bigger names in than normal. We gave the Young Bucks a victory over the Bollywood Boys. Nothing too fancy, but a nice 72. Jacksons are in the 80s performance-wise as a team. We gave The Miz a victory over Xavier Woods. It was a bit of an experiment match, that one, because The Miz has little chemistry with a lot of people at times. So we'll have to actually see who could win this tournament. Because Xavier Woods is one of the contenders that is still in it. So we never know whether he's going to be the one to pick. We have Apollo Crews just needing a win, beating JTG. And the Shining Stars picking up a win over a couple of my NXT talent. Yeah, I wanted them to look good. They are doing pretty well. They're in 60s. One of them is. Roderick Strong defeated Bubba Ray Dudley. Simple victory for him. And then John Morrison beat one of my stars of NXT, Ruben Vidal. And Dolph Ziggler beat Brady Pierce. Another solid, simple match. We now go into the main show. And we start with a furious Triple H. He is not happy that Roman Reigns retained his title. And now he's decided, you know what, Roman? I want that damn title off you. So tonight, the main event, you're having a fatal 4-way against Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, and Big E. And if they don't get the job done, you are facing Brock Lesnar again at Money in the Bank. But there will be a twist in that match. But I'm not going to tell you that. So we have a Universal title match as the main event today. We have 100% rating, so yeah, these are, apart from Dean Ambrose, I think most of these are in the 90s for popularity, so that's great. We are starting the matches, the Intercontinental matches, and we decided to keep the Baron Corbin Crossing Swagger matches and letting Lance Rush go over in this, or Johnny Gargano. Once these tournaments are done, we'll probably switch them back to their real names. For now, we'll keep it slow. Not the greatest of match, but still better than you would expect. Triple H now comes out and announces, reluctantly joining that Finn Balor and The Miz in the Money in the Bank ladder match are going to be Kofi Kingston, last year's winner, Luke Harper, Roderick Strong, and Apollo Crews. And I do know that 4 of these are still technically in the Intercontinental tournament. So the final, if they all get through, will not happen at Money in the Bank. It'll happen on the Raw after Money in the Bank. Because I want these 6 in the Money in the Bank. It also means I don't have to have an Intercontinental match. Because the card is so stacked for Money in the Bank, it's unbelievable. We have improvements across the board with The Miz yet again getting better. But that is the Money in the Bank set up. We then have the Ring Kings beat the Ascension. Simple TV match. But then the Ring Kings decide that they call out the Young Bucks, challenging them to a title match at Money in the Bank. Yeah, this seems pretty random. I just feel like we need to give the Young Bucks an opponent that's very unlikely to beat them. Because we're going to have the Money in the Bank ladder match for the tag teams. Big Cass and Enzo are out of this picture. So let's see what other face teams I had left. I don't want to give it to American Alpha because I do feel like American Alpha need building and could well be the team I picked to take the belts off them in the end. So this is just probably keeping the belts around them, but with a team that could probably perform in the ring. That has been booked. In another match, in the Intercontinental qualifiers, Rocky Romero defeats Justin Gabriel to advance. So that does mean we are going to have Rocky Romero versus Xavier Woods. Dolph Ziggler is not happy about what happened last night. He got cost this Intercontinental title. Well, he got cost Money in the Bank, and he wants John Morrison to face him one-on-one, no interference, at Money in the Bank, so he can end this tirade by Eminem. And we start the Miz in there as well because it's still technically the Intercontinental storyline. Yeah, so I'm gonna have Miz. I'm gonna have Morrison Ziggler. Ziggler cannot have an Intercontinental title match whenever, and Miz is busy. So yeah, all good. I just put together a small little random 5-on-5. I gave the Hills a victory, continuing the main reason why Usos are not winning. We have a real mix of performances here, but only just a couple under 50, and a Del Rio way up. So yeah, simple. It should be both Usos looking to heel, which seems a bit weird. Kurt Angle comes out and he pulls out Seth Rollins and tells him that because you keep interfering in the boss's work, I'm going to have to break your ankle at Money in the Bank, Seth. And I know you already have that dodgy knee, so let's make sure we make both your legs dodgy. So we're going to have Seth Rollins Kurt Angle. Yep, it's good for what we need to do for the storyline. I'm happy with it. Easy enough. In probably the weakest of the Intercontinental matches, Biff Busick picked up a win over Rich Swann. I picked some random people to be in it, random draw, and this is what we came up with. So these two made it deep. It'll be Biff Busick versus Apollo Crews. Kevin Owens says, well, we have Money in the Bank soon, and I don't have an opponent, really. I don't want to face this Daniel Bryan again. He couldn't get the job done, so why don't we have ourselves a little battle royal to see who's going to face me? Daniel, you're not going to be in it. You're going to have to deal with some other matches. But for now, let's see who's in the battle royal. Most of the people which battle royal would not be considered main eventers. I'm doing this just to push somebody who can fight against Owens for a couple of weeks. There's not much build for lower cards, and I just wanted to try someone new. So for this battle royal, we had a 15-man battle royal. As I said, mostly mid-carders. I went with Big Cass to win. So Big Cass is going to face Kevin Owens. It seems strange. It probably is stranger than it needs to be. It also makes sense not to give too many people. It had to be a face, and I don't really have that strong a face in position to challenge, so I thought I'd just take a chance with someone new. And afterwards, the two go face to face. Kevin Owens holds the belt up with only the eye line of Kaz. It's a nice segment. I'm really happy with that. In the final Intercontinental match, we have Kofi Kingston defeat Pentagon Jr. to advance. And we have all three members of the New Day backstage looking at each other saying one of us has got to get this chance to face The Miz in the next couple of weeks. And we don't know who it's going to be, but it could be one of these, it could be one of the other 5 people. And in our main event, we have Roman Reigns retain his title once again, defeating Dean Ambrose. But for some reason, Chris Jericho got involved in this match. The 92 raised Grace. After the match, Triple H distracts Chris Jericho. Say, Chris, I've told people not to get in my business. You know what? You're fired. And out the back comes Brock Lesnar, F5s him, throws him around the ring like a rag doll. So it was going to go with someone lower down the card to be the one to take Jericho out. This is Jericho's last show before he goes on tour, so we're just writing him off TV pretty smoothly with him being against Triple H, and it seems comfortable enough. We got ourselves a steady 90, which is great for a Monday Night Raw. And we're going to head back to the main screen and look at some news. And we are now back to the main screen, so let's read some news. So Chris Jericho is off for 4 months. And that's okay, we knew this was going to be happening. And it built up nicely to our meeting off. I'm actually quite happy with this. Nothing else to overload here. I like how that was the biggest story. After another really highly rated show, we made this check Money USA to see if any of the Raw stars had gone up. We didn't use a few of the bigger names, so we still have Cena as number 1. Roman is catching with Lesnar. I still don't get how Steen became number 1. He won one match and just jumped everywhere. We didn't use the Miz or Finn Balor, but Big E did have a match but lost, and the number has lost as well. Dolph Ziggler had an interview subject as such. Chris Jericho did fall, which we knew was going to happen. Everybody should be retiring. I'm happy that she's going nearly into the 70s. This is around 2 big names there. Roderick's doing pretty well. He's actually more popular than Del Rio. That's also good to see. Otherwise, Luke Harper, I was hoping that Big Cass is on 61. He's not the most popular, and neither is Morrison. Let's just check some news. Payroll, okay. Ty Dillinger is doing a few new painkillers. Oh, great. He is going to get his spine. Okay, it is fine. Sent him to rehab. I hope it's not too long. What? Why did you get happy with that? So we have actually lost Eric Young from NXT, sadly. I could have bring him up, couldn't do anything about it, because I don't want to break the TNA thing. So let's just check how long we have lost Ty Dillinger for. He's gone for 5 months. So he sort of comes back just after Jericho. Well, at long-term injuries, he actually has his feet down. And he can still do angles, but he's not well enough up the card to do angles. It's a really sad thing. Legend versus Legend, each intercontinental will have to put people who are left in the tournament are a couple, because March Rush is in the tag team storyline. And the other person is the other person. I don't think it'll be a man unless that's some unknown reason. I'm keeping this around, but it won't be the Miz versus Ziggler. That was strong enough. That. That's great. That's really good. I'm going to really try and help these two in this match. And the tag titles are solid for Sugar Ray, so 350 standing. If we look at creatively, we can see Roman's now number 1. I don't get how Fat Track that isn't Kevin Owens. So, Rocky Romero, Jinder, Bailey for all of Raw. Darren Looper isn't currently available. He said he doesn't have much momentum either. He's going to come back next time for SmackDown. And other than that, we have things simply lined up nicely going into Money in the Bank. Thank you all for watching.